Oh god, it's gonna explode the chest. Crap. Oh no, that's not good. Oh no. Bye bye chest. Hey, what is up, Ghosts? Blue Ghost here, and welcome back to yet another exciting episode of Mod Review Monday. And today's mod, I have to say, is going to be very explosive. It is called the TNT Plus Plus mod. It basically adds in a bunch of TNT that your normal TNT cannot really perform, from as far as like increasing TNT power to insane frantic TNTs, such as from right here to like nuke TNT to flat TNT. And as like to TNT that'll change the time as well. And I noticed that I did forget a TNT in here, silly me. Okay, there we go. Now that's fixed. Now we can get started. So okay, probably should close Firefox before it causes any lag to my game here. There we go. Okay, so the first TNT that we're going to start with is TNT times 5. And it's just basically like a TNT that increases the power to kind of like times 5, meaning it has like 5 times the power of normal TNT. And all you need to craft and all you need to do to craft TNT times 5 is that you just need 5 TNT, and you need to surround the middle TNT with 4 pieces of sand. So we'll just go ahead and take this out, and I need to grab myself a redstone torch so I can actually set this baby off. And I have to feel sorry for this world because it might be absolutely destroyed with the amount of TNTs I'm going to be using with this thing. So let's just put it down right here and then just set it off with a redstone torch. Now do keep in mind that it will disappear, but it's completely normal, but it will still explode, and holy cow. So yeah, that was actually like about equivalent to like 5 TNT exploding at the same time. So that's what it means when the TNT is times 5. It'll just basically like act like 5 pieces of TNT are exploding at the exact same time, and that is the amount of devastating power that it will unleash. I probably shouldn't explode these right next to my chest because it could potentially explode all of them and I won't have all my crafting recipes ready. So the next one is more powerful than the TNT times 5, is the TNT times 20, and all you need to do is that you need to do 4 TNT times 5s, and then 4 pieces of sand, but except without like a piece of TNT in the middle. It's kind of like the same as this, but except without like a piece of TNT in the middle. So I'll just grab this TNT. I'm going to be saying TNT so many times I'm going to get confused with what I'm saying. And let's just bring this TNT all the way over here so that I won't have to worry about destroying the chests. So we'll just put it right here and set it off. Now, I think some of these TNTs might make my game lag a lot, as you just saw there. And yeah, that was the equivalent of 20 TNTs exploding at the exact same time. There's like a little creeper down there. Hi there. And yeah, it's like left little tiny holes on the ground as well. That's kind of confusing of how TNT does that sometimes when you like amp up the damage of it. But anyways, moving on to the C4 explosive, which introduces a new type of crafting ingredient that you can use in this mod called plastic. And I'll get how to craft plastic later on in the video. But all you need to do is that you need to take 5 gunpowder and 4 plastic to get 4 C4 explosives. This crafting recipe will make 4 C4 explosives. And basically, when you put them down and set them off, they will instantaneously explode. And they're actually a little bit more powerful than normal TNT. Kind of like a little bit like 1.5% more damage than normal TNT, but it's pretty useful. You could just like put it all everywhere and cause a bunch of explosive havoc just like this and destroy that tree and cause my game to lag like crazy. Yes, this world is going to be completely destroyed after I'm done with this mod review, but it'll be pretty dang cool if you ask me. And then the last one in this chest is called the Drill TNT. Now this TNT is very, very, very frantic because, as the name says, it will actually drill underground. And how it drills underground is that it'll be pretty dang good. I think this might make my computer lag, so I'm just going to like step away from it to reduce the lag, and oh, there it goes. It's making my game freeze. Uh-oh. Oh no, yep. Extreme lag warning right here. Crap. Oh, there it goes. So what it did here is that, yeah, it's dug this big giant hole in the ground, and it will go all the way to bedrock. So if you ever want to use these for mining, well, it's a good choice to use that. So we got some gold here. We got a skeleton with my game freezing. But we got like a skeleton with golden armor on, and it's missing its boots. It probably needs a boost if it wants to keep its feet safe. But anyways, yeah, that is the drill TNT. And my game is starting to experience some lag spikes. I should probably turn the graphics down from fancy to fast and reduce the chunk loading just a tiny bit. There we go. I think that might have helped some things. Yep, definitely did. Alright, so that was the drill TNT, and I kind of seem to have lost my place, which is not good. I went from here to... Uh-oh, this is not good. Oh, okay, never mind. I found my place again. Right where I started. And now we're going to move on to the second chest, which has some more of our TNT that we're going to show in here. Next up is the flat TNT. And this one is actually very interesting. All you need to do is you need to take 3 TNT times 20s and surround it with like 6 cobblestone, 1 on each top and the bottom. And I will need to, of course, put this one very far away from my chest because this one is a pretty big explosion and it's starting to turn at nighttime outside. So I'm just going to go ahead and set that to day and make it stop raining really quickly. There we go. And let's just use this, say right about here. I think this will be a good spot. All right, here we go. So the name flat comes from is that, yeah, it will flatten the whole entire area. Well, it doesn't always do it completely, but it'll make it like a whole entire flat area. So it like takes like a big like square of this area that I just used right here, and I'll try to make it flat as possible. It's very interesting how this works, actually. I think I want to set off another one just like right over here. And here we go. There we go. See? It'll try to make like a flat area. It's flat as possible. It won't like do it completely flat, but it will try to make it as flat as possible. Now that is like one of the most interesting TNTs I've ever seen, actually. Alrighty, moving on. I think I'm going to clear my inventory really quick so I don't have to crowd my entire inventory of TNTs everywhere. Next up we have, actually, the nuke TNT, and this one is going to make my game lag like crazy unless I back away quick enough. So the nuke TNT can be crafted by surrounding a single meteor TNT with TNT times 20s. So let's take this way far away from my chests, and let's see what kind of havoc this can really cause. I can already tell that it's going to make my game completely freeze. Kind of like my computer is right now for some weird reason. Probably because of the chunk loading, but very common thing with my computer. All right, here we go. Oh, wait, didn't set it off yet. Oh, I forgot you can't place redstone torches on leaf blocks, so I have to place it on the grass somewhere. Right here. And run away. I'm probably not going to get away fast enough. But, oh, yeah, there it goes. Holy cow. Yep, remember what I said about the lag warning right there? It's happening. Don't worry about the video freezing, it's just my computer not be able to handling this much explosions in Minecraft. But it will take a while to explode. As you can see, it's like making an entire sweeping explosion going from the right to the left. And my god, this is like the most amount of explosives I've ever seen before. Okay guys, so I've just reloaded the world, and I do not want to set off another one of these because it has made my game crash, and I had to refer back to the original type of where the world was before. So, let's just go ahead and go back to my chests that I've set somewhere that I forgot where they were. There they are. And let's move on to the next TNT. That bad boy, it needs to go away immediately. Holy cow. But I can tell that there's probably going to be a more worse TNT than that one. Next one is detonator chain TNT. Actually, sorry, next one is meteor TNT, and this can be crafted by 4 pieces of TNT times 5 and 5 pieces of TNT times 20. Meteor TNT, kind of like, as the name says, will send out like a bunch of meteors coming down. So let's just see what this baby can do. Right here, and we'll just set it up right here, and let's see. And Nothing happened. Okay then. Well, nice to see that I have a TNT that does not actually work. Oh, maybe I'm lagging like crazy in the single-player world. Am I? Wait, am I like extremely lagging right now? I think I might be. I think the Meteor and TNT might have broke the game a bit, but let's see if we can move on to the next TNT. Because that did not do anything. That was weird. I hope it didn't, because if it did, I would be very... Yeah, it broke my game. God darn it. Okay then, so this TNT has broke my game, but what it's supposed to do is like send out like a bunch of fragments down from the sky to cause a bunch of explosions everywhere. Now the next one we're going to move on to is the detonator chain TNT, which is crafted just by 4 C4 explosives. Now, this is actually very interesting because what this does is that when it explodes, it creates a tiny explosion and it explodes instantly, but if you hook up a bunch of these together like so, then what it does is that it acts like a fuse. They explode in a chain just like this, and I think if you were like to hook it up with like another TNT, say like C4 for example, or TNT times 20, just like this, if I were to just set up a fuse with this C4 ending up right here, then what would happen is this. Just like that, and it set up the C4 as well, but it didn't look like it made the big explosion like it was supposed to, actually. But anyways, that is the detonator chain TNT. And we're going to be able to move on to our next chest right here. Now, we're going to move on to some more interesting types of TNT. This one is called the day TNT, which is crafted just by using gunpowder and a clock in the middle. And what this will do is that, actually, let's start with the night TNT first, because as you can see right now, it's already day, because you could probably already guess what these do, actually. Night TNT, when you set it off, it doesn't explode. It instead changes it to nighttime, or at least to the sunset, and it will be nighttime soon. And then when you use the day TNT, what it does is that, it is daytime. So these are basically just like time alternating TNTs, which are pretty dang cool, actually, if you ask me. That chest we've already explored. Next one is sphere TNT, which is crafted by 5 pieces of TNT times 5, kind of like in a plus shape. And what this will do is that it'll create like a circular like explosion that causes like a sphere like hole. I'll show you what I'm talking about right here when I set it off. There we go. See? It makes like a circular shaped explosion, hole like in the ground, and it looks pretty cool actually. You can create like a little dome arena if you wanted to. If you wanted to have like a PvP to the death arena, you could just set one of these off. And what it would do is that it just like makes like a big sphere, just like so, right here. And you could just like set up a little death arena right here, and have friends fight to the death, just like I can do with this little baby zombie right here. But anyways, that is the sphere TNT. Very cool TNT, actually. That one is actually one of my favorites. Next one we have in this chest is the derpy TNT. And this is a funny as heck TNT, actually, because as the name will say, it'll act like a derpy piece of TNT. And it's crafted by 5 pieces of C4 and 4 pieces of ender pearl. Or actually just 4 ender pearls, not pieces of them. And it'll craft about 16 of these derpy TNTs, which is actually quite a lot, actually. And we're going to set one of them off and see what happens. And I'm not sure what it was talking about when it said that the TNT was derpy exactly, but hang on, let's set off another one. Maybe it might show why it is derpy. Oh, see, there we go. The derpy TNT will actually set an explosion anywhere if it wants to go. So it'll like teleport to like a random location and explode. I'm hoping it won't explode by my chest right there when I set off this one now. But hopefully it won't. Oh, instead it exploded on the bottom of me. But basically, it'll just teleport wherever it wants to go. Yes. Okay, so now I'm starting to understand why it's called the derpy TNT, because you think that it's like normal TNT, but it says it just derps out and explodes where it wants to do. So yeah, that's why it's called the derpy TNT then. I get it now. And now for the more frantic type of TNTs. Oh my god. Okay, this one's called Incendiary. TNT and can be crafted by 5 pieces of TNT and 4 fire charges. Now I can probably tell that this one's going to set a bunch of stuff on fire, so let's just set it over here on this lonely little grass block over here. And place another one by it, so I can put the redstone torch, and there we go. Now it'll explode. Whoa! Oh, yep. That's why it's called the incendiary TNT. Very simple, actually, and very, yet dangerous at the same time. It'll set, like, a bunch of, like, stuff on fire, too. So you gotta be very careful with that. Man, my game is getting choppy. What is going on here? Okay, there we go. Hopefully that might fix stuff. And I hope that the game won't freeze anymore, but here we go. The next TNT is the HTNT. Now, this one's quite expensive to craft, actually. What you need is 1 flat TNT, 4 pieces of TNT times 20, a nuke TNT in the middle, 2 derpy TNTs, and 1 meteor TNT. This explosion might be a little bit big, I would say. But here we go. Let's just blow it up over here, I guess. Right there. And here we go. Okay. That's all it does? Oh, okay. It's another TNT that'll break my game. Perfect! Oh my god, what is up with this stuff? Alrighty, ghosts, we're back. So, apparently, that TNT, as a result, made my whole entire previous world bug out like crazy, and I wasn't able to use it anymore because it was going to crash my game. And so, we're going to move on to the next TNTs, which are in this chest over here. So now what we have next is the chunk TNT. Now I can already tell that this is gonna like make my game go crazy, and it's probably not gonna be showable on my video. I am very sorry because I am not gonna be able to get all these TNT showcased on this video because partially my computer cannot handle all of them. But anyways, the meteor TNT can be the chunk TNT can be crafted by 9 pieces of TNT just all around in a crafting table. This TNT is definitely going to be the death of my game. So, here we go. This, as you can guess why it's called Chunk TNT, will possibly take out an entire chunk of your Minecraft world. And so, yeah, this is probably going to make my game crash like crazy, but here we go. Let's just see if I can actually get it on the video, so I can actually see what the heck it does. I'll just back up here. And it will break my game, apparently, as well. Or not. Wait a minute. Aha! Yes! Oh my goodness! Yeah. Alright. It's very nice that it will shove all this TNT into the game. Okay, yeah, I think it's all exploding on the top, and it's just going to rain down a bunch of TNT. Oh my good god. Okay, nice to know that, oh my gosh, how high is this? This is like way too much TNT right now. What has this done to the whole entire world? There we go, I can actually properly move around to see what it is now. And is it all exploding at the top? Apparently so, it actually. Is it? What's happened here? Okay, yeah, it's all exploding on the top. Oh, God. Okay, yeah, there we go. Holy frickin'. Yeah. Oh, my God. Okay, actually, this TNT would have to be my favorite as well, because it'll just summon a bunch of TNT on top of like the world, and all of it was just gonna blow up like this. And I could tell this is gonna take straight on forever, so yeah. Yeah, it's still going, and it's probably gonna like take an hour for this to like finish up exploding exactly. So we're just gonna go ahead and possibly just like skip ahead until it's like almost finished here. Well, it has finished, but for some reason the explosions are continuing for some weird reason. But let's see if we can continue. I don't think we can we? I need to fly over to my chest. Oh, maybe we can if we could just, like, travel far enough away from it. Yep, possibly. Can I stop flying, please? Thank you. Alright, next one is called the Sir Derpington TNT. And this requires 9 pork chops. And yes, it does have a pig face on it. And if you can guess it correctly, yes, you know what this TNT will do. So let's just go away from all those explosions. Okay, guys, so I'm finally back to show you the final TNTs that we're going to showcase in this mod. So this one is called the Sir Derpington TNT. And yes, it does have a pig face on it. And you can already guess what this can do. Except that it's not going to explode. It's instead going to... wait for it. Release pigs, just like that. It spawns in about like 9 to 10 pigs each time when you set one of the Sir Derpington TNTs off. But yeah, it just spawns in a bunch of random pigs, and you could just kill them for a bunch of meat. So very alright, guys. So before we go, we are going to show some more contents that are in this chest. These are a little bit of extra TNTs, which do not have any crafting recipes because this mod is actually still in development. It's like still in a little bit of a beta process, actually. So this is TNT Rain. Basically, as the name says for itself, is that it'll rain a bunch of TNT wherever you set it. Now, this might cause some lag on my end as well. So let's just set it right here and set it off. And oh god, it's gonna explode the chest. Crap. Oh no, that's not good. Oh no. Bye bye chest. Nice knowing you. Now you would think it's still there, but the chunks haven't finished loading yet. Yep, that is TNT Rain. Rains a bunch of TNT down wherever you set it, and will delete like a whole entire landscape of a world and cause a massive disaster. And you know what? Let's go ahead and get all the other TNTs that we're going to actually have to showcase out of here. These are all very, very cool, actually. Now, this random block is a rainbow block, which might be used to craft a rainbow TNT maybe later in the future because, again, this mod is still in development, so no crafting recipes are available for these TNTs that I am exploding right now. So let's go ahead and move on to Napalm TNT. Now, this might cause a big fire disaster, if you know what I'm talking about exactly. Alright, let's see what it does. It is one of those other TNTs that'll just break my game as well. That's very nice. Why can my computer... oh, wait a minute. Never mind. Okay, there it goes. Wow. Oh my goodness. Okay. Never set one of these off because this... dang, this TNT, that is pretty dang gross, actually. That is a pretty dang nasty lava disaster right there. But anyways, let's move on all the way over here while lagging like crazy. And let's just set off an island TNT. Man, this mod review is just like the most frantic I've ever done before because for one, I'm facing a lot of problems with lag, and two, I had to like make 2 different worlds because 2 TNTs have like broken my world. So let's go ahead and set off the island TNT. And face some extreme lag here. Whoa! Okay, there we go. As you can see, it took all this ground that I was right here, and it built it all up here. This kind of reminds me of the island generating grenade from that one mod review I was doing, the crazy grenades mod. And yeah, it'll just build all this in a random... onto the wool TNT, and here we go. This one, I'm very confused with what it's going to do anyway. I guess it does nothing. What it was supposed to do is that it was supposed to turn like a bunch of blocks into wool, but I guess it didn't really work properly. Or, never mind, it did. Okay, so it turned all this grass. Whoa, okay. So, what the wool TNT does is that it turned all this grass into wool. So basically, it'll turn like a bunch of blocks into wool. I think if it was like, I think because this was like all grass here, it turned it all into light green colored wool. And if I keep moving through the world, it's gonna have to keep loading chunks and turning all this. Actually, no, it doesn't go like a very long way, but it does go a pretty dang long distance, if you ask me. Alrighty, up next is the snow TNT. This one, I believe, might create like a little snow biome, if I guess correctly. And yep, it's created a frozen tundra, and there's like a little bit of snow floating over these like tall pieces of grass here. And up next, what we have is the bundled TNT. This one sounds very interesting, and I'm very excited to see what it does. And whoa. Oh, I see. It's a bunch of TNT bundled up together, and it all just explodes all together. Wow. That was actually very, very interesting. So let's move on to our last TNT, which is the rainbow TNT. This one might be a little bit awkward. But I'm very excited to see what it does anyway. It might take a little while to just like load the rainbow maybe, or maybe it just might not work at all. Because I don't know if this TNT exactly works because, again, this mod is in early development really, and it's kind of like in alpha. But actually it looks like it's working because my game is freezing, and it looks like it might be taking an action right now actually. Oh, aha, there we go. It's created this massive rainbow going all the way up from here to over here. That looks pretty dang awesome, if you ask me. And then, of course, there's this other little crafting recipe that I'm going to show you in my survival inventory right here, is the plastic, which was used to make C4 that you saw previously, which just requires 4 pieces of coal and to make 1 plastic piece. So that is it for the Explosives Plus Plus. Most frantic mod I've ever done, and I've suffered a few problems with it, but other than that, I actually got through it, and it actually was a pretty fun mod to review. So be sure to check out in the description below where I left a link for you to download, and be sure to subscribe to become a ghost and join the mansion. And I will see what the heck is going on here. That might have been the napalm TNT that I set off here. But anyways, I will see you ghosts next time. Peace.